The title is Engage Penetrating Power, Part A, Particle Demonstration. All right, so again, make sure you write the date, and you guys have all that stuff. So make sure that you guys have the beaker with the gel. This is called a nut, right? The washer thing looking, right? So it's not a washer because washers are flat. So this is called a nut. Then you have your two screws, right? One that is copper in color, one that is silver in color. You want to draw that. You want to say, again, write your description. Then we're going to give you guys the mass right now so that you guys have an idea of what the masses are too. Those are it. So there's 3 objects.
What's the other screw?
What do you mean?
One's copper,
One's silver in color. All right. So here's the masses. So for this silver washer nut right here, all right, that's 15.92 grams. 15.92 grams. So 15.92. 15.92 grams. So 15.92 grams is the mass of that washer. This thing right here. All right. So the mass of the copper looking screw is 3.13 grams. 3.13 grams. All right. Then the mass of the silver screw is 6.15 grams. So do you guys want me to repeat the masses?
Yes.
Yeah. So the washer, the silver nut, it's 15.92 grams. The copper screw is 3.13 grams, 3.13 grams. Right?
because you had that memorized. I know you're
Yeah, I'm only yeah. Then the silver screw is about 6.15 grams. 6.15 grams. Good? Yeah, so you guys have that drawing.
What's the
Which one is the what?
the silver?
It's 15.92 grams. So I'm talking about the hexagonal shaped one, right? Yeah, so it's 15.92 grams. Good? Everyone has the mass in their description of all the objects here? Yeah? So next thing that we want you guys to do is make a prediction. So if you guys look here, right? I'm sure it's going to go away. That's perfect. All right. All right. So you want to make a prediction. I predict that the first object, which is the hexagonal nut, will go, I don't know, will go all the way in the bottom of the gel. So make your prediction on where it's going to stop or how far it will penetrate in the gel. So that's C. So AB is you drawing it and writing down your description, right? 1C is writing down your prediction for all 3 objects. How far do you think it will penetrate the gel? So there's no right or wrong answer here. You're just predicting like, well, based on the weight, the shape, I don't know, like, I think it will go here or it will penetrate this far. For this object, I think it will penetrate this far into the gel. Then I think this last object will penetrate this far into the gel. So write that down for now. Good. So write down your prediction. Then, after this, I'm going to actually drop the objects into the gel. Then we're going to see if your prediction is right. Make sure that you draw where the object actually stops. So I'm going to put it on the Elmo. so that you see how far it actually penetrates the gel. Alright, then from there, make sure that you draw it. That's why on my notebook I have a beaker down here, right? Because you will draw where the objects are, where they stop, right? So again, in my notebook I have a big beaker underneath my prediction because you will draw where the actual object stops in that beaker. So that's what we're going to do now. Everyone done with the prediction, right? So now let's
We have to
see
predict all of them.
all of them. So you want to predict where all the three objects will or how far they will penetrate into this gel. So that's too close. Alright, so you guys can see the gel, right? I'm going to be dropping the object. So the first object that I'm going to be dropping is the hexagonal nut right here. I'm going to get a ruler so that we literally see how far it goes. So the beaker is about 10 centimeters high. Yeah? So we're going to see how deep in the beaker it actually goes. So here you go. I'm going to drop it now. So if I go to it, so it looks like it's about close to 7, yeah? So it's about in between 7.5 and 7.25. So I would say that since it started at 10, it penetrated at about 2.5 centimeters.
You have to draw this.
Yeah, so draw where it is. So the nut should be at the top, sort of at the top of the beaker, right? So it penetrated at about 2.5 centimeters. Yeah, Annie.
Draw different, like, yeah.
Draw one beaker, then all three would be drawn in there. So again, just draw a beaker. Yeah, then just draw everything that we dropped in there. Did 2.5 centimeters. Did any of you guys predict that it will go just that shallow?
Yeah.
No.
Some of you guys did? Yeah. Because it's smaller? Alright. So here we go. I'm gonna fish out that washer now.
What is it, 2.5?
Centimeters.
2.5 centimeters.
So I fished it out so that we can drop the other object. Alright. Oh, very nice. Alright. So now for the other objects, I'm going to use a straw so that it goes in straight, because last time I dropped it, I was dropping it like this, but the head is heavy, so it's landing sideways, so it wasn't actually penetrating. So I'm going to use this so that it goes straight down. Yeah? So I'm going to just put it towards the edge of the thing here so you guys can see. So here you go. It went sideways. Let me do another one. Hopefully you don't go sideways. Go straight. There you go. That's perfect. This one. Perfect. So let's get our ruler and let's see how far this went. Perfect. Right here. So it stopped at 6.5 or 5.5. So that means it went about 4.5 centimeters in. Because if it's starting at 10 centimeters and it's at 5.5 right now, so that means it went about 4.5 centimeters in.
Which nail is that?
So this is the copper one. So the copper nail went about 4.5 centimeters. So you want to draw that, right? I'm going to fish this with my hand. Everyone got that down, drawn? All right, I'm going to fish it out. Tiff, you need help? Yeah? Need help?
Maybe you can put it, you're really sticking it in the back though.
Oh, man.
You missed it.
All right, here we go. I'll fix that later. Alright. So now we're gonna be using the silver nail or the screw. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use this guide. I'm gonna drop it in. There you go. So let's see about here. So that went, ooh, about 4.5. So it went about 5.5 centimeters in. Right? So it went about 5.5 centimeters in. So make sure that you guys draw that. Yeah. For now. You guys are good? You guys have drawn it? Good. So now that you guys have your prediction, and now that you guys have the actual thing, did any of you guys predict all three objects where they were supposed to be? Sort of? So you got it right on?
Not right on.
Sort of close to it? Alright.